Namaskar everyone, it's Shorav and I'm back with a new video of Golang series. So in this video we are gonna learn together what are mutex in Golang. So mutex is really important. To give you a better understanding, I have opened up a new blog post from medium.com and I will link this post in the description down below so that you can read it yourself. So here you can see that the mutex is really simple. So let's assume you have a shared state or variable or a resource, okay, and you have two users and they are trying to access, read and write the same resource at the same time. In this case, it can give you a deadlock error or some problems. To anticipate this, we have something concept called mutex. Okay, so the concept is that once the thread one, the user on, will try to access or read or write that resource, it will lock it, okay, and lock it until it's actually over, okay, the process is complete. Okay, after that it will unlock it so that the next thread can go there and repeat the same circle as well. So I will link this post in the description down below. From there you can actually learn it in more. So without talking too much, let's get started. So I have already opened up my Visual Studio Code and also created a folder called day 21 and also initialized a new Golang project as well here. So let's create another file called main.go and now let's start our code. So you need to pay attention and there are some prerequisites before starting this video. You just need to head over to my dedicated videos on structs, methods, pointers and references and weight groups as well and coroutines as well. Okay, so right after creating the main.go file, we need to declare a few things, which is package.main and a function called main. And this main function is going to be responsible for executing all of our codes. Let's create a situation that we will create a struct type user request, okay, it's going to be a struct and it will have the user's key and it will be a type of map and the map's key is going to be a string and the request is going to be the integer. That's simple. Now let's initialize this user request here. User requests and users here, and it's going to be the map string and integer, where let's give the first name is Shorav and the initial request value is 0. The second one is Anisha and the initial request value is 0 for her too. Now let's create some methods with this struct. So you request, oops, my bad, I have completely messed it up. So okay, UR, which is user request, it's a syntactic sugar, and because of we are gonna write something into this, that's why I'm using pointers here. If you don't know what are pointers, I have a completely dedicated video on it. I would definitely suggest you to head over to that video so that you can understand it more easily. So let's add a method here called increment request, and it will take a parameter called username. This is going to be a type of a string. Okay, let's come here and users this is actually the user request directly coming from this instance actually. Okay, now users, and it will access the key name, show or anything else like that, and it will increase it for its request. That's it. Now let's create another variable, or declare a new variable called request handler, and it will take a function, anonymous function, which will take a name. Okay, this name is going to be the string, and let's mimic some fake request for Rick and Rick++. It will increment it until the value of request is 100, less than 100. Okay, now let's call the increment. Oh, okay, so we forget to add this thing, and increment with the name. Okay, that's okay. Now we need to run this function. This variable is now considered to be a function, and let's give it a name, show off. And for second coroutines, if you don't know what are coroutines, I have also another video on it. You can go watch that video too. So here you can see that again we need another weight groups for it. Let's declare another variable, weight groups, which can be imported from the standard library sync weight group, and this weight group will wait for its coroutines to complete. And how it will know that how many coroutines are actually pushed into that weight groups, let's add it to. This is the first coroutine added inside the weight groups, and then after that it will come here and done it. Oops, my bad. Done it. Okay, so now if you run this, let's see, run main, you'll see that there are some problems. There are some really problems, map write problems. Okay, concurrently it is actually trying to write on the same resource concurrently. Okay, which is this. These two things are going to be run concurrently, trying to, as you can see, that's these two coroutines are actually trying to rewrite it at the same time. So that's why it's giving us the error. To anticipate it, we have the concepts of mutex. Let's implement it. So we have two ways to do it. Let's do the firstly the easiest way. So let's create mtx variable and import the mutex package from the standard library and pass it the reference of that memory address of that particular mutex and accept it in the method itself. So mtx mtd, which is a method. Okay, it's just to distinguish between the names, okay, so that the understanding between them can be easy actually. Sync dot mutex. Okay, so before writing it, it should lock it, and once the writing is done, it should unlock it. It should unlock it. Now if you run it, it's not here because we didn't print it out. So at this point we need to print it out after the wait group, executing the wait group function. Okay, so that after that we can actually print them out. fmt.println. So in this case, let's print the user requests and users. Now let's have a look here. Now you can see that they both are requested 400 times. Okay, that's one of the ways, but if you defer it here, let's see what you can see. You'll be able to see the same thing. So we can actually defer it to here. So if we are deferring here, we can also execute it here, actually declare it here, because defer means that it need to execute at the end of its particular function. In this case it's main. Whenever all the codes are done, it will execute it here, as we have prefixed that function with defer. Okay, same for this too, as this need to be this unlock need to be executed once all the resource consumption is done. So we can actually use a defer here, the same concept. If you run it, it's quite good. Let's see another concept here that use mtx right inside the struct itself and import it sync mutex. In this case it's a pointer itself, so we don't need any particular these things. Sorry for my background noises. And we can remove it as well from here. From here you can use ur.mtx, and for this you can use unlock as well. Unlock as well with the defer. So now let's run it. Here you can see the same result. So that is mutex in Golang. I hope you enjoyed this video. If this video helped you and make some value in your life, then make sure to subscribe this channel, hit this like button, and share this video with your friends. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask me in this comment. I will definitely try to help you out. Thank you. Namaskar. Good night.